What's up, everybody? Willie Renshaw here with another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Foreigner, directed by Martin Campbell, starring Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. So this movie was advertised as a revenge movie with Jackie Chan being the protagonist out looking for the people who killed his daughter in a car bombing. But that, to me, seemed like only a subplot in the film. The main plot of the movie seemed like to me was about Pierce Brosnan's character, who plays an Irish politician who used to be a member of the IRA, and in this movie, after this bombing happens, he's doing the best he can to prevent tensions with Great Britain from escalating. This movie reminded me a lot of American Assassin, which I also saw recently, given the revenge element of the main characters. But The Foreigner had a little bit more of a political context to it, which I think gave it much more depth than American Assassin and ultimately made it a much more enjoyable experience. I think the best part of this movie was the performances of the two leads. It's nice to see both Pierce Brosnan and Jackie Chan in roles that are different than what I'm used to seeing them as. In this movie, Jackie Chan plays a much more serious character, which is a lot different than his normal comedic roles. And Pierce Brosnan plays a sleazy politician, which is quite the opposite for what I'm used to seeing him as the suave, well-liked James Bond character. I also like the fighting and action sequences in this movie. I'm not a big fan of movies. A lot of comic book movies do this, where the fight scenes and the punching and whatnot is all overly choreographed and just doesn't come across as realistic. But in this movie, it all looks like what's happening could actually be real. So the stunt work is very well done. I don't have any glaring criticisms of this movie. I just think it's kind of the same thing that a lot of action movies suffer, is that they're just all kind of the same and they don't do anything new or different. You go and see it, and then by next week, it's forgotten. An example of this is right at the beginning of the movie, where we first meet Jackie Chan and his daughter's characters. Jackie Chan's arrived at her school to pick her up, and she's walking out to the car with what appears to be her boyfriend. And then as they're in the car driving, Jackie Chan is talking to his daughter about who the guy is, and she tells him that she's going to a dance with him. And it's just kind of the standard dynamic of the teenage daughter just wanting to be left alone to do her own thing, and the overprotective father. And I guess personally, I'm just kind of tired of seeing that in terms of a way to get emotionally invested in characters in their situation. I feel like that's something we see way too often, and it would be nice if filmmakers try to do something a little bit different. When I see it, I just feel a sense of cheesiness rather than actual genuine feeling. A couple other things that stood out to me about this movie were the political aspects. Even though overall I think adding a political element to it I think helped the movie, at times I thought they took it one layer too far that I didn't think added a whole lot to the movie. And there's also one scene in the end that's kind of much more violent than the rest of the movie, and it's kind of an in-your-face thing that I don't really think it was necessary, and it didn't do anything for me other than kind of take me out of the film. So, would I recommend this movie? I think it depends on a couple things. If you're a fan of any of the actors in this movie, whether it's Jackie Chan or Pierce Brosnan, I think, yes, you should go see it. If you like throwaway action movies, and when I say that, I don't necessarily mean all throwaway action movies are bad, but if you do like those kind of movies, I think it's a good enough action movie with a good enough story that it is worth seeing. But at the same time, like I said, it's nothing special or nothing new either. It's probably an action movie that you've seen multiple times with different actors, different characters. Overall, I do think The Foreigner is a good movie, and if we're going by the Rotten Tomatoes scale, I would give it a positive review of a 6.8 out of 10. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's review. Are you going to go see The Foreigner this weekend? If you saw it or if you're going to see it, let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you like this review, feel free to check out some of my other ones. And as always, remember to subscribe. Until next time, take care.